fiercest and at times most... This game has had a share of fights, it's had a share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. And the Utes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will get the football first. Utah has been wielding bragging rights after blowing out the Cougars the last time they met.
Yeah, last year was Utah making the big plays offensively. Defensively, they put the clamps down, David. Can they put a complete game together again?
And BYU making the mistakes. They don't usually make mistakes. Now, in a big rivalry game, can they be more physical and go meet that Utah challenge?
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's...
Oh, it's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Utah Utes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big way to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Pulls it in. It's Ross.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Ross.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Knocked off his feet.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Utes. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Williams will pass. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Might be calling a hot route. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a kid.
There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Utes have pushed it inside the 20. defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Caught close to the marker, it's Ross. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's go! Let's go!
Williams looking for a man. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Utes! A great catch and run for 6.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. BYU right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard more stories.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Looks as if we have an injury on the... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He'll throw on third down. A strike downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This out. Had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Utah. The defense putting points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Offense in a bunch formation. Williams will pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Connection to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just... through his fingers. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Jones to throw. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, this slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is a team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw on third. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after.
Snags it inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a... for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Pena. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late. Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Utes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And we're certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.